guys, this
Hi.
is George and Woon.
Yes.
Today we're tackling one of the many little projects that are around here. However, we missed out on part of it because since we're new to videoing everything that we do, I just forgot about it. So let me run through some of the things we've done, what we're trying to accomplish, and then we'll go from there. Okay, what we got here is this is a corner that we're going to turn into a pantry. There is one of the supports for the shelves all along one wall. There will be a wall between the washer and the refrigerator, but it will be open, and up above it you'll have some shelves for laundry detergent and stuff like that. And then here I'm going to put in a wall, and it's going to hook up into this, and as you can see that thing bending down, that's where the initial wall is going to go. And then here is one side of the door, and leaning on the wall is the other side with the top right here. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to install this wall, tie it into this so I can form the corner here. Then I will run all the way across some of this metal studs to hold the door in place and start tying it and reinforcing the whole little area here. Also, what I am using for wall, instead of making it out of block or anything like that, we're using this thing called V-board. It's kind of like a modified OSB, which is like wood chips, but it's
called Viva board.
Viva board. Yeah, it's called Viva board, and it's a mixture of those wood chips with cement, but they're cut very, very fine. They're not like your OSB where they have big chips and stuff, you know. So this will be, I guess it'll be good for the thing here. So anyway, and then in here, I still need to install another one of these metal studs in between here, going all the way to the top, and then it'll have the board or the metal stud that will run across and connect to that section there and help reinforce the whole thing. Okay, well, let me get some work done, and then I will do a little bit of videoing after I've accomplished something there. Okay, here we are. There we are. What we've got is, we've got a rail all the way on top. Actually, it's a metal stud. And then you've got the beginnings of a wall here. We're going to continue with this thing here. I am going to put this all the way across, and then I will add this piece to here to complete the door frame. Up here, I will have pieces coming down this way, and then here I will add a piece here and one in the middle. And then from the other side, I will attach the boards coming this way, screw them through this material, this piece that goes across this way, and then from here it'll go across back this way to the wall, and it'll have a piece running the full length all the way this way, and then duplicate what's on this side here on this side, running across just like it did on the other side, all the way up from top to bottom. And what this will do is it will provide a support for the shelves to hold the food in the pantry. Okay, and the build continues. So right now I am starting to put the boards that will support the back side of the shelf, and when it's done it'll be a C-shaped shelf from floor to ceiling. And what this will house is all the items that are non-perishable, like oil and rice and any canned goods and that sort of stuff. Okay, here's a little bit of progress, and I will continue and see what happens. 3 more to go coming across that way. And of course, once I get this wall up on this side over here, once I put this in here, then I can run the ones on the side there. And of course, the other thing I have to do is I have to finish putting in this door, and then I can continue. Okay, here we are again. Got some more material, and what I've done is I've finished up putting the studs in there, put that piece in there. As you can see, added all those across the top like we talked about, reinforced the corner, and added the other side of the door. As you can see, that side of the shelf was added, and behind here you have a metal stud which this is screwed into. What will happen now is from here it'll have the other board going across to here, and then attached to this board you'll have the one that will go over to this side over here, and the same thing will happen on this side. I have to add metal in between here. It'll reinforce the wall and give a place for the wood to anchor. And then what I will do on this here is these shelves here are going to be 30 centimeters, which is about a foot. I will do the same thing here, except that this shelf here will be 60, so that you have a wider shelf and make use of this here. Otherwise, you have this section between the door and the wall and only a small section used. So I'll make this a wide shelf, and you could put bigger, bulkier things there, and make full use of the space. If I was to make this shelf here 30 centimeters this way, and this way, you'd have a very small space in between here, so that's not going to work out too well. So what I decided is to double the shelf here and give space for a bigger, bulkier items. What's going to happen here is this wall will anchor the shelf that goes across this way. There'll be a wall going on from here, going up to the ceiling, and then it'll provide anchoring points for a shelf to go besides the refrigerator, anchoring to this wall, and you can put detergent or other hazardous sprays or whatever, it can have a place to sit. Okay, here we are. Continuing with the update. Progress is kind of slow. The workers are on strike. So you do what you can do. But anyway, as we talked before, you can see where I put those cross members there. And there's one corresponding to every board going across. And then that will continue into this wall here, but only to this second one here. Over here there will be no shelf. There's only a shelf that comes out probably to halfway on these things here. So from here it comes out to about here, which is about 60 centimeters, double what all those other ones are going to be. Those boards on this side will be just like this, coming around this way. And then here I still have to put the one that runs across this way to here, and then you'll have a couple of supports in the center, and the shelf will sit on that. And then the other thing that's going to happen is once this is going across this way, there will be one running like so, all the way up. So this will run like this, and then you'll have the one that goes across this way, like so, and then you'll have one here running across to the other side, and here in the center you'll have one this way and one this way to support this center here. And the same thing over here, you'll have two here and then one running up this way. Eventually I'll put in a door here. Right now the main idea is to get them shelves in there, paint everything, and start using it. Okay, here is a little bit more work done on this thing. I put in all these cross members here. I am still needing one more here. I have put in this panel here. I still need the top. What will happen now is after I put in this little cross member here, I will cut this panel here, going over this thing here, finish the rest of this top here, and I will put this porch across and over, and these little cross members is what these boards will be attached to. There's cross members in here going around this way so that it does this. Afterwards, I will connect the outer board to this, put in some cross members, corner supports. Okay, so moving along, I got that one cross member installed way on top. I've got this panel installed here. So the next step will be to install this little board across, a little piece here to come back, and then install the piece that's missing up here, install a piece here, and then do the same thing here. So slowly but surely it's moving along, and one of these days it'll be done. No hurry, so many other things to do. Okay, here we go. A little step closer. Put in that panel there. This is
what, 70%?
maybe 70%. This is week 23, measured in ant ears. So, as you can see, here's the first of the shelves, done here in the bottom. And then, as you can see, as I had previously talked about, you'll have these little corner supports there. And then once all of this gets done, now it's easier to see, but here you'll have a board here like this, from this shelf up to the next shelf, all the way down to the floor. And this will provide support here in the front. Not that it needs it, but I just feel better about it, because if you put a lot of heavy stuff, you don't have to worry about the front giving out. So yeah, it'll be okay. Okay, we'll continue to work on this, and one of these times it'll be done. And the only thing that won't be there is the door, because there's this guy that did all our doors. He is fantastic. He has a very good crew, and I want him to do a door out in the shop. The door in the shower will go in the shop, and a new door will go there, and a new door will be here. So I want him to come and do them all at the same time.
Good job.
Tomorrow's another day. What do you think?
Good job. Very nice.
Very nice. Pretty soon you can fill it up with food,
Your snack.
snacks, and you won't have all this stuff down here. Slowly but surely.
So we good until what, 20 years?
But no, once I get done with the kitchen, it'll be good till the day I die, and 20 years after that. The pantry has been completely covered inside and out. All I need to do is continue on the inside shelves. I've put all these boards here in front, as you can see. And if you look at this side, those are also there. And this side is also there. So the next step now is I will put a board on the top of all these things, so we can seal it up, paint it, and store some stuff in here. I did the other side, put in all the boards on the other side. This side I did yesterday. Then tomorrow I'll do this middle here. Then after that I will have to do some painting. Then what I will do after that, I will build a wall right there where that little thing is by the refrigerator, that lid. I'll build a wall all the way up to the top, and then across here, let's just pretend that that is the wall. I'm going to put some shelves here so that we can store the detergent and any chemicals that are found here in the house. They'll be above the washer. Just about done. Did this front, and the sides are done. And like I talked about before, put in a support here, put in two right here, put one in the center, two in this corner, and one on this side. So that's pretty solid. Put all kinds of heavy stuff up there. Super heavy, of course, can stay on the floor. And there's plenty of space here. On the outside of this thing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mud on this thing and treat it like like a sheetrock gypsum type board. I've never used this stuff. It's called Viva board. It's a cement board, particle board. So it's a combination of both. From the literature that I have read, as long as you primer this thing, it's interior or exterior. And I've never used it, so I can't talk about it. Okay, here's the continuation of the project. As we talked about before, there's the started shelves. I have, well, Woon and I, we finished the top, covered the front, and covered this side. So now it's all the way through. Tomorrow, I will cut some of those little furnish strips there to complete the front of the shelf. And I still have a little bit of that Viva board left. Hopefully it'll be enough to do the tops of those 3 shelves. And then at some point I will take and render all of this with gypsum, as they call it, mud for sheetrock. But what I need to do is all of these little screws here, I need to go by hand and put them in as flush as possible. And then I've got the little tape mix. I'll mix some compound, some mud, and then it's a matter of covering all of that and making this whole wall smooth. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย